The following deck tag is brought to you by Dragon's Shield, the best sleeves in the business, and of course also thank you CARDMARKET. Check out the link in the description below if you wanna try out CARDMARKET for the first time in Europe. Buy yourself a booster or get some free singles. Just check it out in the description below how you can contact me. What's up everyone, it's tribal time again. It's double tribal time because we are going to build around Tawnos The Toymaker. Whenever you cast a beast or bird creature spell, you may copy it. Except it's an artifact. Don't thank me, thank nature for its wondrous designs with Tawnos. So lots of beasts, lots of birds that we're going to play in this deck. And we're going to talk about all the cards in this video. Let's go! So of course we need to start with 2 copies of Birds of Paradise, a great mana fixing creature. And we will also play a Cloudfin Raptor, that's a little bird mutant that gets bigger and bigger. So Bird Raptor, 1 copy in our deck. Owlbear is also a big bear, it's also a bird and it draws us a card. It's a 4/4 trample. And we also have 2 cute owlbear cubs. This is a 3/3 and whenever it attacks a player who controls 8 or more lands, look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them into the battlefield tapped and attacking. Wow! And no bird deck would be complete without the best bird in Magic, the River Hoopoe. Vive la France! Now let's talk about some beasts in this deck. We talk about some big beasts and we will start with Crackplate Ballad. 7 mana for a 6/6 with hexproofed and haste. And of course we need to add some money with the Greater Hoof Behemoth, a 5/5 with haste. And this one boosts all your creatures and gives them +X/+X and trample. The Elder Gargaroth is a 6/6 for 5 mana with Vigilance, Reach, Trample, and when it attacks or blocks, choose 1, you make another beast, you gain 3 life or you draw a card. Next one is Garruk's Harbinger, only 3 mana for a 4/3 and it has hexproof from black. Another beast with mutate is this Gem Razor. It's a 4/4 with reach and trample and when you mutate it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. More beasts with the Migratory Greathorn that can also mutate to get some basic lands into the battlefield. Another ballad we are playing is the Obstinate Ballad. It gains you 4 life when it enters the battlefield and if it's discarded it goes straight onto the battlefield. Big questing beast also needs to be in our deck. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. The card has a bunch of text on it, it's a great one. Rampaging Ballads, more ballads. This is a 6/6 for 6 mana with trample and it has landfall and you create a 4/4 green beast. Another ballad, yes indeed, this is Ravenous Ballad. Sacrifice a beast and you get 4 life, also a 4/4 for 4. The Sawdusk Demolisher. 6/6 for 6 mana, it has mutate and it can destroy target non-creature permanents. And the Dragtusk is so good, we put 2 copies of it in the deck. 5 mana, gaining life, creating beasts and being a 5/3 is great. And then the Ulvenwald Oddity is a trampling hasting 4/4 that can be transformed in a 8/8. And we will continue with the creatures Trigon Predator. This one is a flying beast and when it deals combat damage you can destroy a artifact or enchantment. Realm Walker can be a beast, can be a bird, and can also put a lot of creatures from the top of our library played into the battlefield. And of course we need to play a Hydroid Krasis, great jellyfish beast. That is a flying trampling big one that draws us cards. And talking about card draw, let's see what we play in this deck. We will play Kiora Behemoth Beckoner. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you may draw a card. You can also untap target permanents. And Garruk Upriser, very flavorful enchantment in the deck that also draws us cards and gives our beast trample. We already talked about the Hydroid Krasis. You can cast it for X and draw half of the X cards and gain some life. And also the Realm Walker is some sort of card draw engine in our deck because we play a bunch of creatures that are beasts or birds. Now let's look at some fancy tricks that the deck can do. We will play a Regrowth to get our best beasts or birds back from the graveyard to our hand. It's also a little bit of card draw. Bushwhack gets us a basic land or have our beasts fight with other creatures we don't control. And then the next one is the Green Sun Zenith. We will search our mana for a green creature card and put it directly into the battlefield. More tricks in blue, of course we need to include a evil counter spell in our deck, the best 2 mana blue spell that's out there, countering target spell. Another cool one is this Quandrix command. You can choose 2 modes, bounce, counter, put counters on it or shuffle some cards back. And we also play 2 copies of this beautiful growth spiral with art from Seb McKinnon. And as we are still talking about tricks, why not include a Simic Charm? Give our creatures hexproof or bounce, or give a creature +3/+3. And we will play some tokens. And with this combined Chrysalis, token creatures have flying. And we can sacrifice a token to get a beast token that's a 4/4. Now let's look at the lands. We will start with 9 forests with a lot of beasts growling around in this one. And this island is great because it has birds on it. And if you look closely, you will even see a squirrel. Yes, there it is. Next up, some dual lands. We will start with the Barkchannel pathway. It can be a blue or a green land. You can choose whenever you play it. And then we will play 2 copies of the Dream Root Cascade. Beautiful art from Sam Burley in this great dual land. Next up, 3 Evolving Wilds to get our plenty basic lands in the battlefield tapped. And why not add some little bit more expensive but cool lands like Boseiju, Who Endures. You can use it just as a land for green, or you can discard it and destroy an artifact, enchantment, or non-basic. Surgical Bay is a great land as well, as you can sacrifice it when you don't need it anymore to draw a card. And we have a similar option for this in green. It's called Hunter's Maze. Comes into the battlefield tapped. The last land in our special list here is Ottawa Soaring City. With this one you can bounce a artifact, creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. This was our 60 card Birds and Beast tribal deck with Tawnos The Toymaker. Thanks a lot for watching this deck, around $150 US. Little bit more expensive than we usually build, but it had some nice staples in it as well. So let me know in the comments below what you would put in your Birds and Beast deck. And as always, keep it casual.